Beautiful, eh?
They are.
Are they just like bathing over there? Oh, they're eating fish. Oh! 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 What a nice, beautiful, quiet moment. Well, they kind of sound like dogs to me, but well, everybody, God bless everybody. Whatever you believe in, try to make it a great day, no matter where you are in the world, which is sort of an ignorant thing for me to say. For those of you that are living in Canada, America, and safe parts of Europe, and you have a roof over your head, and you're not hungry, and even if you don't have a lot, like, and I don't, at least you can come down, and this is free. This is free. And this, to me, is worth more than any money from a condo. They literally paved paradise here, and they put up a condo mart. Bye, Loon, our goose. At any rate, today is Thursday, July the 10th of 2025. And hi. I wish all of you a wonderful day. And the next content piece I put out in terms of, I'm going to thrill you with my acronym. Was it Hannibal Lecter that said that to Clarice in Silence of the Lambs? Clarice, are you going to thrill me with your business acumen? Thrill me with your acumen. I'm going to try. I am going to absolutely 100% give this an exponentially. Now, Trevor's going away for 4 days to Cedar Point. Trevor, you have a great time. Random citizen, Thank you for the advice. And Mr. X, wherever you are, chaos hasn't come. It hasn't arrived yet. It might have to do with the postal strike. However, I want to thank you. And you know whose birthday it is today? It's Larry's birthday. Do you remember Larry? You all must remember Larry. When I lived over there. Not these ones. See, now this apartment here has a pool. But if you look at the architecture of it, do you see these buildings here? So those two buildings are facing each other, and there's a pool in between. So could you imagine all winter, all summer, people are facing each other, right? Now these would be more expensive than the ones that I rent. I rent a condo there because of the view. Apparently, the higher the floor, the more expensive the unit. Which, as far as real estate, I don't understand that at all, because I live on the 8th floor, facing the traffic. So, you can go to the other floor and look at the beautiful lake. You can walk down. It's right here. And people will actually spend an extra $500,000 to get a peek of an ocean. Hey, if I had that money to throw around, well, I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't do that. All I ever wanted to do, ever since I was a little girl, was I wanted to build homes for homeless people. Why would a 3-year-old want to do that? Could somebody explain this to me? And I have some more stories to tell you about me, because that's the only way I can gauge things right now. So, you know I don't have a partner, right? I don't have a husband. So, to me, this is almost like anybody who responds to this, it makes me, you know, people project. I'm not saying another word. You have a wonderful day. I'm going to phone Larry and wish him a happy birthday. I have to venture out into Stony Creek today, so I need to call my friend Charlie, and then I'll let you know what happens. And I'm really mad that I bought this leather jacket, because you should see the leather jacket I found for the same price. I'll show you today. You won't believe it. You know that restaurant I was in yesterday, Chuck's? I have some interesting... If I told you these things, you wouldn't believe me anyway, but I'm going to tell you because I'm just going to. And if you see any injustices, no, seriously, I'm being serious. Wow, it's beautiful. I just can't even believe it. Okay, have a wonderful day today, everybody, and I mean that. No, I'm saying it because I'm lying. Look, everybody's getting ready for the day. He doesn't have a pool over there. Now, I know 2 people. One lady invited me, but she hasn't called me back yet. But that's okay. She's probably busy. And then there's a gentleman, but I lost the phone number. And then where I used to live, I'll show you where I used to live on Concord, the pool is closed. Okay? The pool's closed. And this is in Grimsby, Ontario. And I have a friend there. I have 3 friends there. 3 friends. I have 3 friends there. And I said, why are you still paying your condo fees? There's no pool. That's why everybody moved here. And nobody does anything about it, but everybody sits and complains. That does a lot of good to move things forward. There are over apparently 900 families there. And there's like 8 people on the board, and the people that own condos and rent are afraid to say anything. Oh, but renters, we are the low life of the century. Do you know how much? I'm not saying anything anymore. You know why? Because I need to do a podcast about this. There are so many changes that need to be made in Grimsby, Ontario, Canada. It's not even funny. If I ever said that I wanted to run for city council, people would laugh. They would laugh.
Like you're just trying to match.
No, I'm not wrong about these things. I grew up in this town, and I left it for very good reason. And I came back for very wrong reasons. However, the whole point is there's a reason, right? I haven't figured it out yet, but I don't know if it's, I have to be honest. No, I'm just gonna sit here and lie again. Hang on a minute. Are those, I'm talking to myself, not you. Lasha, hang on a minute. Excusez-moi. Are those doves? It's not that hot. It's not a mirage. I'm telling you, there's 2 white birds out there. Am I crazy, or do you see what I see? And you know what? The lake is actually pretty clean today. I always used to tell my mother, Sophie and